What's going on, traders? This is Rob Will here with another one. Real quick, getting right into it. I'm doing a Robinhood review today. This is one I've been meaning to do for a while. I'm finally getting around to it. I was just, I've been hearing a lot about Robinhood, so I decided to try it out, and I tried it out. It's not something I'm going to keep using because I'll get into all of that later in the video, but let's just go ahead and jump right into this. Alright, so the way we're going to start this review off is we're going to start on the phone, since that's the main way that most people use this. I'm just going to review the app first, and then I'll get into my opinions and my thoughts and feelings about it and everything. Alright, so let me jump over here on my phone. Alright, so here we are. We're in the app, and this is the home screen that you will come to when you log in for the first time. Alright, so now getting started, it's real easy to sign up with Robinhood, of course. You just go to the website, or you can actually sign up through the app. You just open up the app and follow the steps to sign in. It's really simple. At first, when I did this, I didn't fund it right away because I wasn't planning on using it anyway. I just wanted to check the app out and see what it was all about. And they gave me one free stock, which I'll get into that later. And the more people you invite, they'll give you more stocks, or they'll give you more free stocks or whatever. All right, everybody knows about that. So yeah, getting started is really easy. I didn't fund it right away because I wasn't planning on using it, and I didn't really like. So the way that you have to fund it, you have to link it with your bank account. And since I wasn't gonna use it anyway, I didn't want to unnecessarily link. I didn't want to necessarily link it with my bank account. But later on, I decided that I wanted to actually try out the fractional shares, which is the beauty of Robinhood, and how Robinhood has kind of changed the game for investing and trading, because if I'm not mistaken, it kind of led the way into trading and investing with fractional shares, right? So I went ahead, and because of that, I wanted to see what that was about. My curiosity, my natural curiosity. So I went ahead and I funded it with $50. As you can see here, right now it's at 57. I made a few investments in it, plus the one free stock that they gave. So when you open up the app, it'll come to the screen here, which will give you a snapshot of your performance and how your portfolio is performing. You can see this is the 1 day performance. All right, and then you got 1 week, and you got a month, 3 months, year. Since I've only had this for like a month, or less than a month. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is one thing I don't like about it. It's not very intuitive. But okay, so 3 months. I've had it less than 3 months. Let's see, 1 month, 5%. So I guess I had a little more than a month. Oh yeah, because I signed up, and then I held it for a long time before I actually started using it, and I had that one free stock in there. So that's where you see the 5.93% over a 1 month period. That's for my own stuff, and then the one free stock that they gave me. I don't remember exactly when I started investing in it, but anyway, so 1 month period, 3 month period, you see I'm up 14, and then of course the year time frame is going to be the same. All time, of course, is going to be the same, which is, I don't know, well, that's a little interesting right there. I'm not sure why that is different. Anyway. All right, so you see for the year I'm up 14% on what I've invested in, and I just testing some things out. I saw some companies that would be interesting to try it out with. So we can see here in my portfolio, I have HL, which is the one free stock they gave me when I signed up. I also have FTNT, which is Fortinet, TSLA, Tesla, SQ, Square, Big, which is Big Lots, right? All right, and then it shows a little cryptocurrencies breakdown of Bitcoin. I didn't buy any Bitcoin, so not really sure why they got that there. And then they have a watch list. I didn't change any of this stuff here because I don't really use it. I only use it to make a couple of the investments. But here's the default watch list that it will come with. So while we're here, let's say I want to go ahead and let's go to our favorite stock, which is Apple. So let's say I want to buy me a share of Apple, since you know it has to split, and I want to go ahead and get in right now. I don't want to wait. So I got two ways of doing it. If I have $445.49, I can go ahead and buy one full share of Apple. Or since I don't have that much money, I only have $25 buying power, as we can see back over here on my home screen. See, $25 buying power. All right, we're gonna go back to Apple. Okay, so I'm gonna take $10 of that and I want to invest it, right? So into Apple. So to trade or to buy Apple, what I do, right? And if I want, I can go down here and look at, they have some basic information about the stock, some news surrounding the stock that's related to the stock, analyst ratings, and all of that good stuff. Just some basic information, earnings. Yeah. All right. So if you're interested in really getting deep into it, you can take the time to go ahead and do your due diligence and browse through it yourself. All right. So if I want to trade Apple, right, I'm gonna go to trade. All right. So I have two options here. One, I can trade options on Apple. All right. Let's click on that. Let's see what it gives us. And I'm gonna go into that. You don't get access to options by default. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later. But once you get it, that's how you'll do it. So you have options here of how you want to trade it with options. You can buy a call, sell a put, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on these arrows here. All right, so the four choices that they give you up here is the direction that you think it's gonna go, right? So if you think it's gonna go up, of course, the arrow up. You think it's gonna go down, the arrow down, right? And this one would be if it's gonna you don't know which way it's gonna go, but you think there's some volatility coming into the stock, and you want to just get in and take profits in any direction. Of course, when we do that, we also gotta recognize that we are minimizing the profit potential that we have to make, but also at the same time minimizing our risk. So it's a give and a take. All right, and then the last one is if you don't think nothing really is going to happen to it, kind of like a Bank of America or the stocks that doesn't trade generally with a lot of volatility, this could be something that you use. And so when you click on whatever option, let's say I want to just trade Apple whichever way it goes, it'll show you the strategies that you can use, the option strategies that you can use to help you trade it based on the direction that you think is going to go, or what your analysis or what you're predicting that it's going to do, right? So I'm not going to get into all of the details about this. This is just to review the app. So up here at the top, you have your different expiration dates. Let's just say I wanted to trade the October 16 expiration with the strategy. Over here on the left, it'll show you your strike prices, and on the right, it'll show you the premium that it will cost to trade at those strike prices, right? All right, so that's options. So let's go back out of that. And all right, so if I don't want to do options, I want to trade the regular, just get some regular shares, I can just go to buy. All right, and this is for fractional shares, right? Since I have a buying power of only $25 and Apple is trading at over $400, I don't have the buying power to buy a full share of Apple, right? So if I don't want to trade options and I just want to trade or invest in Apple the regular way, I'm gonna go back to trade here and I'm gonna go to buy. All right, so you can either buy a full share of the stock, right? Or you can buy a fractional share of the stock. All right, so let's say I want to buy a full share of the stock. Let's just imagine, let's use our imagination, and let's say that I have a buying power of $2,500, right? All right, so the way I'm going to do it is up here in the top right corner. You where it says dollars, you go ahead and click on that, and that'll give you some more options. And if I want to do it, let's just say I want to place a market order and buy a full share. What I do is I go to buy in shares, and then I put how many shares I want to buy, and it's going to show me the market price and how much, the estimated cost of making this trade. And of course, because you got to account for slippage and all of that good stuff. All right, so let's snap back into reality, and I do only have my 25 shares of buying power, or $25 of buying power. And I try to place this order here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to review, and it's gonna give me a little warning that says I don't have enough buying power, and then it give me an option to make a deposit, or I can get out of that. All right, so I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do cancel. All right, and so if you want to buy fractional shares, the best way to do it, or before we get into that part, so if we don't want to just buy at the market price, and we want to make an actual limit order, which this is my preferred method of trading, is to do limit orders. I actually like stop limit orders to be specific. So if you don't just want to place a regular market order, which I would not recommend, they give you some more options down here. You have a limit order, trailing stop order, stop limit order, and all of those great things. All right, so if you want to do it that way, let's say I want to do that stop limit order, the only way to do it, you got to put the stop price in. So let's say I want 446. I'm gonna get in at 446, right? My limit price, same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and just to make it easy, 446. And all right, yep, tomorrow sounds good. Tomorrow sounds good. Okay, and then this is where you put your shares in. All right. The only bad thing about this is you can't do this with fractional shares, right? Because fractional shares are not the same. Trading fractional shares is not the same as trading regular shares. All right, I'm not going to get into all of that in this video, but just know that. So the only way you can trade using those different types of orders is if you trade in actual full shares of the stock, right? If you can't do that with fractional shares. So we're going to go back. We're going to get out of that. I'm going to exit that out. Go back to trade. Now I'm just going to buy me a fractional share of Apple. Forget it. I'm just going to do this the easy way. So again, at the top right corner of the app where it says shares, you're going to click on that, and I'm going to buy in dollars, right? So let's say I want to invest $10 into Apple. And we're going to move that out the way, and we're going to go. All right, we got 10 in there. We're going to hit review. And then you will swipe up to submit. Now, since I really don't want to invest in Apple, I'm not going to place this order. I'm not going to get into why I don't want to place, and I don't want to get into Apple right now. But I probably will get some more Apple actually, in the future. But right now, no. All right, so I'm not going to do it here, and we'll just go to edit and exit out of that. All right, so that's the basics of how you would see your portfolio in Robinhood, the home screen, and how you would place a trade or invest within Robinhood. All right, so you do have some more options down here at the bottom of the app. This next one is cash management. This is something that they're promoting. Basically, what you can do is you can have a bank account sponsored by Robinhood, basically, and for that you'll get a 0.30% APY, which is it's not, it is what it is, but it's not available yet. So if it'll give you the details, and you scroll down, you can join the wait list, right? All right, so that's that. If you want to search stocks, right? Let's say I want to search. I'm gonna go to MTZ, something you may or may not have heard about, but a company that I favor because they like to hire veterans. All right, so that's how you would search a stock. Okay, real simple. Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that. You got some news and all of that good stuff there. The next one is your messages. So when you place orders and within Robinhood, it'll tell you, you'll get your messages here if it went through or whatever, that you successfully bought a share, or how many shares of whatever the stock is. And on the last screen, this is your profile, right? It shows the total value of portfolio. They have this Robinhood Gold that they're promoting, and basically with Robinhood Gold, you get more tools. You get access to margin investing. And if you don't know what margin investing is, or what a margin account is, basically they're giving you a line of credit based off how much cash you have in your account that you can use to trade with more buying power than the amount of cash you have in the account, right? And then you also get access to level 2 market data, which is just extra pieces of information that can help you trade a little bit better. So if you want to go into Robinhood Gold, if you want to try that out, you get a free 30 days, and after that it's $5 a month. All right, so if you want to try Robinhood Gold, you can do that. And then of course, if you invite more people to Robinhood, you get more free stocks, and then some more stuff over here that you can check out on your own. All right, and then we have some more breakdown of your portfolio. But one thing I do want to point out is the options trading. So in order to trade options, you're basically, I think it's on the screen. I can't remember exactly what screen it's on, but basically you gotta, go through that link that's in the app, or I think it's also on the desktop version, which is just a web interface, a web-based interface. So basically, it's really easy to start trading options. All you have to do is request it. You fill out, go through the link, you fill out your, a little bit of information, and they'll run you through a little questionnaire. In my personal opinion, the questions that they ask you are really easy. It's not like time based or anything. So if you don't know the answer, you can probably Google it. Or if you want to trade options through Robinhood, the way that I would suggest you do it is you can open up a TD Ameritrade account. They have a really good course on trading options, and you can run through that course. And by the time you get halfway through that course, you'll be able to answer the questions in Robinhood to get approved to trade options in Robinhood. But the questions are really easy. I think just a little bit of knowledge about options, you should be able to pass. But with that being said, you definitely want to make sure you know what you're doing. There's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to trading options. So if you don't know the difference between a straddle and a vertical call spread, then you probably shouldn't be trading options. Or if you're not, let me put it this way. Some things that I'm not going to get too deep into this, but some things that you should know about trading options is how time and delta affects the price or the premium of the option. All right. So like I said, TD Ameritrade has a great course to teach you the basics of how to trade options. So if you're interested in trading options, that's the good starting point. All right, so let's go to the desktop version, and we're just gonna go here to my browser. We're just gonna type it in, Robinhood.com. All right, Robinhood.com. Gonna wait for that to load up, and I'm already logged in. All right, so if you're not logged in, of course it'll give you you take you to the login screen, and you put all your stuff in and all of that good stuff. So basically on the home screen, you pretty much have the same information, just laid out a little bit different. You have your performance of your portfolio, right? Day, week, month, all that good stuff. We're not gonna go back and all of that. Some more information down here, some news, top movers, and just a lot of information that you can use to your advantage, right? And then you have your portfolio over here, and again, they're going to show you some Bitcoin and a watch list. All right, so if you click on these little three dots over here, you can change how the information that's shown on the right. So right now we're looking at the last price. All right, the next one is my equity, right? And this is show me, and this is per section, right? So with the stocks, this is show me how invested I am into each stock, right? How much money I have into each stock. The next one is my returns for today, right? And since this is the weekend, we're not expecting to see anything outstanding here. All right, so that's what that is. And my total return, all right, and not too shabby, not too bad at all. All right, if I do say so myself. And you have the same thing with cryptocurrency. You see, I don't have any of the Bitcoin. Not here. I have some in Coinbase, but I don't trade it here. And then the same information as above. All right. So the thing that I want to show here, because basically the rest of this is the same as the app. The benefit of the desktop version is the charting, right? So let's just go to the free one that they gave me. All right, so if you're on the app, this is all you're gonna see. You don't have a lot of options as to what you can do with it. But when you come to the desktop version, you can click down here on expand, and then it'll actually give you an interactive chart that you can actually do some stuff with. Still, definitely not the best charting platform in the world. It's a very basic charting platform. You don't have like scroll features and all that stuff, but you can change your time frame up here at the right. You got 1 week. You can see a little bit more information with the volume down there. A month, 3 months, a year. So let's just look at this from the year perspective. All right, let's say I'm not a fan of these lines. I can get candlesticks. Right, you just click on this option right up here in the top right of the chart, and we have two options. We have line and candlesticks. I'm a candlesticks guy, so let me go ahead and click on that. Now I get some nice candlesticks. But let's say I wanna. This is nice and everything, but what about my moving averages? So the way I can do that is I go up here to the top left and click on add data or data, however you want to say that word. And now you have 4 options. This is all the options you have in terms of indicators. You have 4 options. So again, like I said, this is not the most robust charting platform or charting software in the world, but it does kind of get the job done. So you can add a moving average, right? You can go here to a little sprocket and you can change the color. Let's say I want this thing to be red, and then you can change the period. I like the 200. That's a very popular one. Let me go ahead and look at that. All right, that looks nice. What if I want to add another one? Sure, you can go ahead and you can add another one. All right, again, click on the options. I like this color, but I want to go with 20. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so my chart is starting to come to life a little bit, and you have the EMAs, the exponential moving average. You have the RSI and the MACD. All right, so you have several different options of what you can do, but you don't have a lot, right? What they do, they do give you a little something to play with on their charting software. Again, Robinhood is not meant to be for the season or the trader who likes to really do a deep dive into their analysis, whether that's fundamental or technical. Robinhood is really for the newbie. I'm just I've got to keep it what it is. But with that being said, this is why we've kind of seen an influx of traders and investors coming to the market, because Robinhood made it really easy, and Robinhood offered a lower barrier to entry into being able to trade. You don't need as much capital anymore. You don't have all of if you're a new trader, having all of these different things can kind of get in the way, and it can kind of give you analysis paralysis, and it can become overwhelming. So Robinhood, what they did is they simplified it, right? And they made it so that you don't have to, and they made it so you don't need a lot of money to trade with or to invest with, right? Which to me, that's a good thing. So in that regards, I think Robinhood is good. But if you're, at some point, as you progress, in your journey of investing and trading, it's more than likely you'll want to upgrade to something better. And I think there are definitely other options once you, get to that level to trade with, such as Thinkorswim, much better platform in terms of charting and the kind of information that you can get to, and you can get out the level 2 for, you don't have to pay extra to have access to the level 2, but it is a little harder to trade with margin with TD Ameritrade, which is the broker for Thinkorswim. And then there's a lot of options out there. I'm actually about to I make my investments and with TD Ameritrade using Thinkorswim, but I'm also about to check out Interactive Brokers, which I think is a good alternative to Robinhood, because you do get all the bells and whistles, but at the same time, Interactive Brokers allows you to trade with fractional shares, right? On that note, that's going to do it for this Robinhood review. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions or any advice or whatever, anything that you want to, leave down in the comment section. That's there for you. Go ahead and leave your questions and comments down there. If you found value in this video, or if you didn't, just hit the like button anyway. Just go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.